Hey everyone, I'm back. What's going on? What's going on? So, I'm just playing a song in the background, and it's one of my favorite songs that I've played before from Dalomans. And he's an artist from Ohio as well as a producer. He taught everything in himself in like somewhere in Cali, you know? So, yeah, just enjoy that intro. And then we're just going to usher right in and get right into some self development talk and music therapy. Excuse me. Welcome, guys, and welcome back.
Let's go fishing on the river. I'm getting up like 6 a.m. I'm saying, Dante, that's not my thing. Time is to blame, but maybe one day I can. Never thought he was so stressed, that he did the things he did from being depressed. When he went missing, I was thinking maybe someday soon we'll go fishing. But when I found him, he was floating on the river. The river's never gonna be the same. Now the river's gonna take all the blame. It's a hot day.
Take the grill out, take the chill out of your veins. Catch me at the park bench, get the hot wings and sauce on the wings. I said, we're headed to the beach for the afternoon, cause the river's cool. Woo. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Whatever artist I share on my show has been on the show, I've loved, I've followed. And again, this guy's from Ohio, okay? Just beautiful song. I've played it 2 times. This is my 3rd time playing it on the show. That's how much I love it. You know what I mean? But yeah, just want to just... Hello, everyone. I know it's been a minute. I know I've been gone for 5 months, but let's talk about why, you know? Let's get straight to the nitty gritty. Let's get straight to why it's been a thing, right? And that's because, like, honestly, I decided last minute to move to New York to find stability, to find my purpose, right? And for those who don't know, I've been striving to be an entrepreneur businesswoman since I was 25. I started the podcast and media journey 3 years ago, and honestly, going on 3 years. And it's just beautiful that you guys have been experiencing this journey with me, and you guys know this hardship and know what I've been going through, and seeing it all is just something that I'm still going through now. But I can say that I'm learning, and I'm with the right people, with the right surroundings, with the right connections, people who are educated, who know about, this is my muffin, who know about just being an independent business walking LLC, and being a walking just music label for yourself, knowing what you can do as an artist, knowing that you can make money in other ways. And it's just been, my focus has been more of, like they say, make sure that your life off social media is good, right? And for a long time, because I've had no other choice in my life, I've had to always survive. I've had to always... I'm not used to these arms, as you can tell. New studio. But I'm just honestly like used to survival mode, neglecting myself, pushing through the threads, pushing through everything, and just straight survival mode. And I think a lot of us in areas where we're less fortunate than others, we were taught to do that. We were taught to be that, to only survive, to only don't worry about it, brush it off, and just keep it moving and keep it pushing, you know? And I think that that attitude and that attribute, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just doing too much of anything is not good, you know, as they say. You have to have a balance. You have to be self-aware. And so with self-awareness and being self-reflective and self-reflecting with yourself involves you picking at the flaws and the insecurities you don't really like to look at sometimes, or look in the mirror and tell yourself, you know what, enough fronting, enough me putting up a mask. There's no one around. It's just me and me in the mirror. You know, it's just about getting that moment out with yourself. And when you do that, you'll see a shift and a change in how you treat others in a room and how you even treat the ones that you care about the most. You won't project. You will be more grounded. You would be less reactive. And again, it's easier said than done, you know, because I'm a person who's very emotional and very reactive. And as a person who's been very reactive and emotional in my past period relationships, as far as friendships go, it's never worked in my favor, because instead of it working in my favor, it's working against me, because it pushes people away because they don't like to deal with that energy, like that nagging energy or that like grumpy gill energy. They want to get around people who are positive, uplifting, and I can always get deep no matter where I am. I'm a podcaster at heart. I'm always trying to get deep with people, and I understand, you know, but I don't have to please everyone. And I've come to that conclusion, and I'm not fronting. I've never fronted with you guys, not once since I've started this. And it's not going to change. It's going to remain the same. And right now it's looking, you know, a little different. I got the door over here. But soon I'm going to have my own lighting. I'm going to bring everything. And I started in Jersey Media Studios in Jersey, and I was so attached to that studio. Went to Cali in hopes of doing the same, which I was, and I met so many people and made so many connections. And this is what happens your first year, you know, like, I just wanted everyone to know that if you want something so bad and you love it, like, not just saying it, but you love it, like, you'll do anything for it. You'll live and breathe for it. You'll get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you need to do, you'll focus on it because you have no choice. It's sad because a lot of people wait until they get a child to have that kind of attitude and that kind of consistency, you know? And, you know, that's their decision, but it's a little upsetting. It's a little sad that people wait to give themselves that dedication to themselves when they have a reason to do it, instead of building their own reason without bringing a child into it. Why can't we have that same drive behind it? You know, it's okay. I just saw a person there. Why can't we have that same drive behind it, you know? I don't know, I just feel like that. You know, like, go homeless for it, like, I was damn near close to being there, you know, and I'm not. I'm like, wow, in the last 5 months, this is what's been happening, you know, and I've been couching it. I've been going place to place. I remember staying in my car, and this was all in the last 2 years. Yeah, so this is what you have to do sometimes for what you love, and if you see this vision so clear, like, you really can't, like, breathe without it. You just chase it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, God brought me into this world, and I'm not trying to sound egotistical or very self-entitled, but I know that he brought me into this world to bring awareness in how music and life lessons come together. And also literally to talk about the awareness and how it can also affect you in negative ways. And that's just what I'm here to do. That's all I'm here to do. I'm here to just talk about that, display people who've gone through hardships and traumas that others have probably gone through, or maybe you haven't gone through, or maybe somebody's gone through worse. And that's the point. The point is you're hearing something, you're connecting to it, and it's giving you inspiration and motivation to do something with your life. And that's all that matters. Whether you are a person who was never taught that you could be a go-getter, start a business from scratch, even if you're the first one in your family line to do it. I've heard it all too, but that's not an excuse anymore. If you are an adult and you had this thing, this passion and this heart behind in the back of your mind and some cobwebs, and every single time you're going to your job, you hate it, you dread it, you're like, oh, I'm on my way there, like, oh, I don't want to go. You hate your boss, you're still there, you're just maintaining, you're just going on. Like, that kind of job and that kind of lifestyle brings you down, and therefore you feel like you're trapped and you're in your self-imprisonment. And nobody likes to be in self-imprisonment. Get out of the self-imprisonment. We don't got time for that, okay? Bruh. I just want to just play around with the sound bites here. Let me see. But yeah, like, it's a bomb, you know, it's definitely needed. But I just definitely wanted to, through all of these things that I've gone through in the last 5 months, I was going through a lot of scarcity situations. I was anxious, you know, because, you know, you need to go to therapy, going through a change and another change and a change and a transition, trying to keep yourself together to survive, trying to be stabled, while also pouring into your business all at the same time, trusting in people that you come alongside with and coincides with. And let me tell you, there's nothing like being surrounded by people who are chasing their own individual bag in the same way that you chase it. And it's just honestly beautiful. Chase their dreams. I'm surrounded by full-time artists that paint and that literally sell $25K, $60K for each of their canvas work in New York. I've come across people who literally work right next door to Mike Tyson. I've come across people who work for Paramount Pictures since I've been here, and I'm just honestly grateful for all of it. No one needs to know all of the details of everything that you do in your business, but the point is, every single day, as long as you have a blueprint, as long as you don't stop doing a plan, an action plan, every week you should have one. Every week, nonstop. Don't fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not posting at least, posting twice a week is pretty bad. You're supposed to be posting at least twice a day, but I haven't even been posting twice a day because, again, I have been making sure that my life is good off of social media before I go crazy in my next level of my career, because it's coming and it's going to erupt like a volcano, and I want you guys to be ready for that change. And I want to be ready for that change. You know, it's just very beautiful. But now that we definitely talked about that catch up, I definitely want to get straight into the lyric of the week and why I chose it. And you guys already know the lyric of the week is a topic that I do. And it's something that's close to my heart, and hopefully I don't have any rights to it, so please do not block me. Please do not block me. Oh, thank God it's on mute. So this song I listened to, it's on the Kendrick Lamar Morale album. Mr. Morale, I think it's called. And this one's different because it speaks to what I went through. And I love that about lyricists, that they speak about what's going on presently and what's gone in their life, and no one can take your experiences away from you. So yeah, I might as well write it in a song. It's your story. It's what you went through. And this album legitly made me cry more than once. It took a while. Like, it took like 3 listens for me to actually listen to his lyrics and his reasoning. And that's what happened to Pimp a Butterfly. I took took some time listening to that album before I enjoyed it, and now I have it on vinyl. And that's gonna happen with this album. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a snippet of what lyric I want to talk about, and so I'm gonna just take it right here to, ready? Oh, baby. No, chaser. Need no chaser. Okay. No, for real. This song speaks about, obviously, what you guys heard, daddy issues. But it's just very particular in the way that he talked about it in this song that just captivated me. Like, daddy issues made me learn losses. I don't take those well. Mama said that boy is exhausted. He said, go fuck yourself. If you give up now, that gon' cost them. Life's a bitch. You could get up. You could be a bitch or step out the margin. I got up quick. Like, basically saying, I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry, but I might. It's just a beautiful thing, you know. Daddy issues made me learn losses. I don't take those well. There's a lot of people that have abandonment issues, and I'm one of those people because I have a very low example on mom and dad examples, and I felt abandoned by a lot of people in my life, especially emotionally. So you grow up with an absent father, you're going to feel empty. You're going to feel like you're not loved. You're going to feel like you're always seeking, you're always searching for him. And you're going to always feel like, okay, well, if I lost, I lost. You know what I'm saying? And you're always subject yourself to disappointment and letdowns because all of your life you've been subjected to just accepting disappointments and letdowns. So that's why I get a little emotional, because that bar just reminds me of those times, you know what I mean? When he said that bar, mama said that boy is exhausted. Single mothers who deal with absent fathers deal with their children dealing with that disappointment all the time, and they don't want to see their child constantly get disappointed because it's exhausting. It's honestly exhausting, and it's exhausting for both. So it's like, that's what that bar was. He said, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? That's tough love. You know what I mean? Because his father said that, because they're men to men. They have that men to men, like, tough loveness, even though he didn't want to own up. A lot of fathers who have been absent don't want to own up to the fact that they haven't been absent, because they feel so guilty in the fact that they haven't been absent. So they just don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to talk to you, or they don't know how to get to know you. They just stay absent. Instead of owning up to staying absent, they're just like, it's parenting, you know? And yeah, that's what that bar was. And if you give up now, that's going to cost them. Life's a bitch. That's true. Life's hard. And if you give up now, well, a lot of us who were brought up in these broken homes and split homes or absent father homes, we become that criminal that has those chains. That we don't really always become that. We can change the trajectory. Like, I'm trying to change the trajectory out of that percentage, you know? Like, my family's from Paterson, New Jersey, and both of them, and my Dominican and Puerto Rican side, I don't think we have an example of what I'm trying to do, which is be a full-time speaker, full-time storyteller, a full-time podcaster, radio host, singer, right? But I'm choosing to set that trajectory for my family. And it's important for me because that's what I love. Maybe someone out there, maybe you're listening and maybe that's not your passion, but other things are, like being a lawyer. But because you didn't have the resources, you just didn't go to law school. Like, no, this is that time and that moment to say, fudge it, you know, forget it. You know what I mean? Forget that. That's history. That negative thinking is out the door. And that's what I've been doing. That's where my healing and growth process has been. I've been taking the trash out of what I've gone through with media and podcasting for the last 2 years, bringing in the new thing, living in a new state, trying not to bring the old state stuff to the new state stuff, trying to find a new studio space, finally find the studio space. Now I'm going to have to reach out to my clientele list. Like, it's a beautiful thing that all of these things are happening. I wanted it to happen faster, yes. And a lot of us do. But the process, the pain, the waiting, the time has taught me so many lessons. And I'm growing and I'm grateful. And I thank Yahweh, God, every single day. And I'm still thanking him. Even in my pain, even in my worries, I know that he's never abandoned me. And I don't want to make it about that, but it has to be for me because he's done so much in my life. And I know people get triggered when I call God or the being he. It's not that he is a he or gender. It's just that's what I prefer because I go to him as a father. And that's why I talked about it, because even though my family and my father was absent, I replaced my absent father with God. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of kids should be doing that out here, you know, in these streets. But yeah, that's the lyric of the week. And I just wanted to talk about that. It says you could be a bitch or step out the margin. I got up quick. That's what I basically said. Just ending the bar right there. It's just, you could either allow life to dictate where you go and how you move, what your relationships will be like, or you can grab life by the balls and own it. And I mean that. You saw how intense that was. Grab it. Own it. All right, I don't want to creep anyone out, but yeah. But with all that being said, I'm going to be switching up the structure of my show, moving towards the next topic. And I'm super excited.
What the dog doing?
I don't know what the dog is doing.
Bruh, major key.
Major key. No, but I'm going to be changing the whole structure of my show. I'm going to be doing call-ins. I'm going to be doing scenarios. I'm going to have guests on, entrepreneurs, lawyers, financial people, NFT lovers, crypto lovers, Republicans, Democrats, non-mutual, LGBT. All of us are going to be in this love of this plethora of what I'm going to be doing and what segments I'm going to be adding. And it's just going to be super amazing. And I'm so excited to take you guys on this journey. I am. So with all that being stated, I'm going to now go into the jam sessions. Every single episode that I come on the show, I display artists that I want every single one of you to plug in and know that is underground, that's independent, that's doing their own thing. It's important that we support artists, especially comedians, magicians. We're all artists, like artistes, like people who draw, painters, graphic designers. Like we are all just filmmakers too. Just add them in there, you know. Engineers. We need all of these people. We need to support them. We need to be there for each other instead of trying to hurt one another. And that's what I think I like about the energy in New York. And with all that being stated, that's why I wanted to come out with this segment called Jam Sessions with VAL. And I'm going to go ahead and share a person that was on the show before. His name is Prince Hill. He is a New Brunswick, Newark artist, New Jersey artist, and that's how I know him, because I'm obviously from Jersey, and the song that I'm gonna play, it's just something that's a bop. It's something that I'm like, ooh, baby, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to share it because it's a club banger. It's something that you play in a club. It's a joint that you do like a pop smoke kind of situation. So it gives you that like boss energy, you know? So here it is. Without further ado, Prince Hill on Baby.
Baby, soon as one real nigga get through the door, everybody gon' blow in the city. And I'm staring that shit right now to these niggas that I be the soul of the city. Watch me bring it together, I'm way too connected not to be the one, two. I got people in the trenches that love me for me, they be stepping like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. When I do my dance, step me like 1, 2, 1, 2, nah, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. Chicken with it, baby, I make him go crazy. I make him rock, baby. I'm off the drink, wavy. These niggas mad 'cause they ain't me. She wanna come over and love me. And turn her on when she please me. She tried to tease me. Hold it back when you meet it easy. Don't you hold back, baby, you got that look in your eye. I can tell that you want it. And for the bitches that you see me looking at, I only wanna see you in the morning. Cause you know you my top two, and you are not to. Only pop out when you got to. For the muscles, they not true. I'm just glad that I got you. Through the city, we rollin'. I just might take your hand, bring you to the middle of the street just to dance, yeah. You can post it on TikTok, go ahead, show the whole world on you, man. I'm feeling wavy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking like Michael Jackson with the moves, and I make him pop, baby. Soon as one real nigga get through the door, everybody gon' blow in the city. And I'm staring that shit right now to these niggas that I be the soul of the city. Watch me bring it together, I'm way too connected not to be the 1, 2. I got people in the trenches that love me for me, they be stepping like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. When I do my dance, step me like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And this part.
1, 2. They ain't gotta like you. They don't know how you move. If they don't do what you do, do it, baby, get loose.
Hey.
So you bad, you been loose. I know they wish they had you.
Jersey.
With the 1, 2. 1, 2. They ain't gotta like you. They don't know how you move. They don't do what you do. They bad, you been loose. Baby, soon as one real nigga get through the door, everybody gon' blow in the city. And I'm stepping that shit right now to these niggas that I be the soul of the city. Watch me bring it together, I'm way too connected not to be the 1, 2. I got people in the trenches that love me for me, they be stepping like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. When I do my dance, to step me like 1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Jiggy with it, baby, I make him go crazy. I make him rock, baby. I'm off the drink, wavy. These niggas mad 'cause they ain't me. She wanna come over and love me. And turn her on when she please me. She tried to tease me. Hold it back when you meet it easy.
Honestly beautiful. I literally thought that I was unmuted. I was like, next up is gonna be Amanda Bryce this song is called Free. She went to the New School, which is a jazz contemporary school, and I honestly am a fan of her. I love her. She reminds me of powerhouse singers all around that I've looked up to, like Layla Hathaway. She's all of the sound that I love. I don't know. And she follows the singers that I love. Like, so I don't know. Honestly, her and I are like, she's right there with me, you know? And honestly, I just look up to her a lot, and I shout out to her. I commend her. She wrote a song, and it was taken from her by a current artist right now that we know, Mooney Long, and I had a TikTok about it. I done a TikTok talking about it. Time Machine was her original song, and because she didn't really do any copyrights on it, Mooney Long literally took a hit from her, which is, I wish I had a time machine. I wish I had a time machine. I'm sorry, but that's how she does it. Anyways, that song, she wrote it. This girl that you're about to see right now wrote it, okay? Not the girl that you saw, but this is another song. She has a producer bae, and her producer bae are just a beautiful duo, like just tasteful, and she's gonna be something. She's gonna be something great. I know it, and I've always known it, and I've known her for 2 years. So here she goes. I just can't.
You're wrong about everything, but I am too. And now I don't know what drew me to you. Starry days and sunny nights. You hold my hand a little too tight. I gotta be free. I gotta be free. I gotta be free. You're up when I'm down and left when I'm right. It don't feel the same when you kiss me. Kiss me good. The time that we spend is no time apart. I just can't imagine if I'm in your heart. I gotta be free. I gotta be free. I gotta be I gotta be free. I gotta be free. I gotta be
That was beautiful. That end note was absolutely lovely. Absolutely bathing in it. Absolutely. Girl. And just the video is just so candid and relatable. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Honestly. Like that honestly was just beautiful. Next up, this is an artist that I met in New York. And I know he's gonna get mad because I'm not gonna say his name right, or I might say his name right. But please don't get mad at me. He's a fellow Leo, so I hope that he won't. He's a producer, an engineer. He's a self-taught. He's been doing this in the industry for 7 years, I think, if not 12. And I just honestly just love his vibe. And he needs to be discovered. So that's why I want to show you guys his work. His name is Beck. Beckham. And he's a New York artist. Hip hop. I would say lyricist. I would say on that level for sure. He reminds me and gives me J. Cole vibes. So we're definitely there with it. And a little bit more than that, he gives me Russ with J. Cole, like a fusion of both, you know? And I'm with it all. I'm like, yes, you know? So I'm just going to go ahead and show you him. The song is B47. Producer, Tayrek.
diagnosis is trauma posted in the solar's ocean while I'm motorboating. Your B and my W is floating, must be on time. No PM sleeping and trying in motion. If I'm roller coasting, the plot thick is climax you hoping. It's keen to cock you, attempt to block it, now you throwing. I've been open, now I'm going flies, 47 bowing, thought provoking, better spoken. All these artists candy coated, think they knowin' until they choking. I eat them country roaches, one blank, 82 drums feeding the bus you open, we ballin'. Some niggas like the poster, already a legend, light skin, Sammy Sosa. If you thinking too much about it, I don't know ya. Lately I'm unimpressed, they call my niggas up next, they call my favorites the best. How late can you be deaf? When I pull up, they panicking, bitch niggas, they Anakin. All of them is the Anderson Silvers, they cannot handle it. Bitch niggas need a muzzle, hit everyone in your huddle. I promise it won't be subtle, I leave no room for a rebuttal. I am the truth, they can't face the facts. Westbrook type of nigga never need the rant. Fuck you mean you can't, they worry about in advance. My nigga way too advanced, like natives be from the land. Smoke is in my lungs, the static is in my hands. Fire bent in my heart, who taking a chance? Better watch your back, you acting like Superman. Street so cold, the devil don't wanna dance. BC to like an 80, too early to rate me. Game 6 on my dick, you still can't play me. In heels, she would chase me, saying she wanna braid me. Come first like January, no maybe. Sun work, expressing this time on a daily. To let the moon shine, turn the pussy into Baileys. And for the ones that hate me, it's like I heard it all before. None of y'all can maze me.
Yeah, okay. Talk about bars. All right, fellow Leo. Okay. I tell you know. All right, guys. It's been a beautiful episode. You guys know what I've been up to. You guys know the lyric of the week. Why I haven't been recording and didn't have a studio. Now I have a studio. I wish I had my applause, but I don't. So I'm gonna be more prepared next time, you know, but I'm so excited because today I am going to meet my team again. I have a team. Oh my God, I'm so excited I have a team. Okay, let me stop. I have a team and I'm gonna be meeting with them in our studio that they go to and rent. And it's just, trust me, I'm still struggling, y'all. I'm still struggling, but in the midst of my struggle, I choose to smile because I choose to see what God's works are and His blessings has been upon my life. And it is just honestly beautiful. There is beauty in the pain. There's in pressure, there is gold, or I think it builds diamonds or whatever. And that's what I'm going through right now. That's what you guys are seeing. And I'm glad that you guys are seeing me and hearing me. And thank you for all of your love, support, your listens, your streams, your downloads, your constant checkups. It means so much to me. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Reflections with Val. In the meantime, see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much. And follow Reflections with Val on YouTube, SoundCloud. I don't know why you did that. Yeah, you're going to see me rebrand on everything. And now I'm going to go. Okay? Now I go. I love you guys. And thank you so much. Catch me soon in another episode. Bye.